Okay, I think I'm live now. Let's wait and see. See what happens. Here we go. Okay. Am I live? Yay, I'm live. I did it. Sorry, you guys. Hope you guys can hear me. I'm trying something new out, and of course, it never works. I had it all set up, and then it didn't work because I went out of it. So I apologize. I hope you guys can see me now. Oh, hey, Kathy. Hey, Cece. All right. So I hope you guys were able to get on. I apologize again because I don't know what I was doing. So I got a tumbler press. So I thought we would practice with a tumbler press. So let me know if you guys were able to get on. Oh, there you are. Hi, Kathy. I know. Sorry. All right. So what I'm going to do mugs, and it will do, hey, Patty, and it will do tumblers. So we're going to do both tonight. So I'm going to switch cameras while I show you this. Okay. So this tumbler press can do up, I think, 15. This is a 15-ounce mug, and then this is a 20-ounce straight tumbler. So what we need to do first is, this is just regular alcohol. We need to go ahead and clean the mugs and the tumbler off of anything that's on there. And then we will go ahead, hey Ria, how are you? And clean off the tumbler. So I've only done a couple, so I'm not a pro at this. The first one, let me show you the first one I did before we get started. So the first one I did, my sister-in-law wanted a full wrap. And I got this ghosting here. I don't know why, but I did. Let me zoom you guys in so you can see it. Okay. So I got this ghosting here. It's hard to see with that glare. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Cece. And then, my bottom. And the seam, you can just do the best you can with the seam. Hey, Karen. And then the second one that I did for her, I'm actually going to give to her because it turned out really, really good. I mean, you can still see the seam a little bit, but for a full bleed, I think it's almost impossible not to be able to see somewhat of a seam. So I did those two. And then, of course, I had to do one for myself, and I have stuff in it, so I don't want to spill it with my logo. So that's exciting. So I went ahead and printed this picture out of my grandkids and my sister's grandkids. Thanks, Ian. So I'm going to put this on this mug and try to get it straight. It's not going to go all the way around. And you want to use heat tape, heat resistant tape. Oh, I know. Mine turned out so good. It really did. All right, so I'm just going to tape that on there. Like so. Oh, it's got something on. Oh, I'm going to turn the press on. And for these mugs, you have to do it for 200 seconds. So that's going to take a little while. Okay. So I have that on there pretty tight. And then you want to go ahead and put some butcher paper or something like that around it so that if it bleeds, the design bleeds through, it doesn't get on your press. So I got these at the Dollar Tree. So then what you want to do is just wrap this around your mug as well. Put that down. And And I apologize for my voice. It just does not want to stop the cracking in and out. Okay, so I'm just going to wrap the mug in this. And tape that into place. Oh, well, I'm glad you're here, Kathy. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to cut that down a little bit more. Like I said, I've only done a couple mugs and a couple of the tumblers, so I'm not a pro at this. Oh, me too, Cece. I'm tired of feeling this way. Okay, so as soon as that gets up to speed, we're going to go ahead and put it in our press. But I want to show you. Let me switch cameras and show the tumbler press. Okay. You have to do it for 360 degrees, and the mugs take, hey Debbie, take 200 seconds. So when you do mugs, you don't want to put just one in, because the length of this, if you do one, it won't close right. So you want to put two in at one time, and you want to like stack them in there as close together as you can. So even though I'm not doing this one, I'm going to go ahead and put it in the press so that we get an even design, hopefully. That's the plan anyway. Right, so it's almost there. And then we will stick that in there. And then when that is cooking, baking, we're going to go ahead and do the tumbler. So how's everyone doing today? Hope you guys are doing well. I'm starting to get better, but I'm far from it yet. So if my voice goes out, I apologize. Please, if you're on my Facebook page, please like and follow me there. And on my YouTube channel, if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're new, I would appreciate it. All right, so it's almost up to speed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn or up the temperature. I'm going to stick the two tumblers in, or the two mugs in like that. And you want to kind of have the handles in the center. And then I've already adjusted this for the mugs. So we're going to go ahead and get that started. Like I said, that takes 200 seconds. So while that is working, I'll clean this off again because I probably got fingerprints on it. We're going to go ahead and clean this off. Okay. All right. And I just want to set this down here. And this is the design I came up with for the tumbler. Isn't it cute? You guys can see it. Let me hold it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's the design I came up with for the tumbler. And thank you, Cece. You're turning into a baking show. You're funny. So you want to make sure the design is the correct way, first of all. So this is the top of your tumbler. So you want to make sure that the design is on the top. And then you want to hold it really tight. And then I had gotten this tool. It's called, I use a sublimation printer. This is called, I forget what it's called, some pincher or something. And it helps to, I don't have this exactly straight, like really pinch this on here so it's nice and tight, because you don't want any air in there, because that will have your stuff ghost. If I can get this on here right. Okay, so you want it as tight as you can get it. And then I'm going to put a piece of tape there. And a piece of tape there. And let me switch the camera so you can see it. Okay. And then I'm going to move this up to here. And I'm going to pinch it. And what that does is it pinches your paper together so that you get a nice tight seam. Okay, you don't want anything coming, any air getting in there. All right, so I'm going to do that down the bottom. And maybe once I get the hang of this, I won't need this tool, but I think this kind of really helps me to kind of squeeze it nice and tight. Okay, all right. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, oops, I guess you can use it on the mugs. I'm going to put a piece of tape right along that whole edge, like this. Okay, and then I'm going to run my finger around that across the edge too. Try and really keep that down flat. And then you want to take your tape and tape all around. Now this probably isn't as important with the white at the top and the bottom. So what I'm doing is I'm putting a piece of tape there. Now these mugs are really, really hot, so you don't want to touch them. Okay, I will set that there, and then I have to change time for the mugs, or for the tumbler. So the mugs take 200 seconds. The tumblers you do for 50 seconds and then turn, and then 50 seconds and then turn. So sorry, this little beep is annoying, but it doesn't have anything that you can turn it off. Okay, almost there. And more. Okay. All right, so when I finish taping this, and the idea, I don't have an affiliate for that, is you want to try and make sure you don't let any air go through. So you really want to try and put that around really tight. And you do use a lot of tape. I think if you just look up online the time and temperature for the individual ones, I didn't see one that you could download. Okay, so I have the top all taped separately. We're going to do the same thing to the bottom. And again, because this has this white background and it's not a solid color like that burgundy one was, I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to just try and make sure there's no air in there. Okay. So we're just going to go around there. And one more here. All right. And then I just had this little thing that I went again and just kind of really did along that seam. And then along the top, just to try and get it nice and tight. And then on this bottom part here. Okay. And then what I did was I took this tape, the heat tape, again, came off my holder, of course. There it is. Yeah, it does. Okay, so I'm going to cut a nice big piece off. And it might be overkill, but this is what I saw. So I'm going to pull this nice and tight around the whole thing. And secure that. And then one more we're going to do around the top here. When these come off the rollers, then you can't find the tape, you can't find the end. Okay, there we go. Come on. Sorry, I haven't been looking at the comments too good tonight. All right. Oh, okay. Let's try this again. Here we go. Okay. Don't know why it never wants to stay on that tape dispenser that way. Okay, so I'm going to do it around the top. And I'm going to pull this nice and tight. And then push that down. Okay. And then we're going to get our paper and wrap that in here. And again, you only do this because you don't want if there's any bleed through to come off onto your press. Just going to put that there and put that there. Okay. Now I do have to adjust the press. So I'm going to show you that. Okay. So for the mugs, it's a lot wider open. So you kind of have to just turn these to adjust the pressure. And for the tumbler is a lot thinner. So you have to bring them in. And they really come in a lot. So and if you can see that at all, those moving. It almost comes in and touches each other when it's closed for the 20-ounce tumbler. Because you want it snug, but you don't want it so hard. Oh, you're watching me on the big screen? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm just, adjusting it so it's nice and tight. And you almost really take it in all the way. So let's come in a little more. Okay, all right. So now we're going to take the tumbler and we are going to put it in, and I'm going to put the seam facing up, and then after 50 seconds, you turn it. So you go ahead and start that. I'm going to put my gloves on and peel this off in the meantime. So you can it turned out okay. Never know. Oh, it did. Okay. Take that off. Just don't want to burn yourself. This is still pretty hot. Okay. And, all right, so I need to turn this. All right, so I'm going to flip it around and do it for another 50 seconds. Okay. And then, oh, it turned out really cute. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that. See it? When this gets done, I'll switch it around so you can see it better. Okay. So, I mean, that turned out really, really cute. So we have about 20 seconds more, and then some people then flip it another quarter way and do 20 seconds, and then again at 20 seconds. And that's what I did with the burgundy one. So we'll see. Okay. Take to turn it a quarter of a turn and just do 20 seconds this time. And I'll just watch the clock so that you don't have to reset the timer again for 20 seconds. So with this, if anybody wants, any custom tumblers, I can do like that. Custom mugs, these make great Christmas presents. If you want your logo on a mug, I love how this turned out. If you guys can see it, it really turned out well. And I just designed that myself in Affinity Designer. So you just have to tape them right. Okay, so I'm going to take this out and turn that off. And we'll let that sit for a couple minutes and cool a little bit so that it doesn't burn me. But this really turned out really cute. Let me switch the view. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. So this is pretty cool now. So I don't know if you can see it, but it really turned out really, really well. I mean, that's, at the beach, so you can see the sand and the ocean. And really, most of the kids, it really is a clear picture. So, like I said, these make great Christmas gifts. All right, let's see if I can undo this a little bit without burning myself. And see how it turned out. This is still really, really hot. And some of it did bleed through onto this paper. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But so that's why you want to use the paper, because you don't want it to get on your press. Because if it gets on your press, it could get on, some of your designs. Okay, so I'm going to try to get this off. And the last time I did this, I had to use this. Okay. Then we will turn it this way and do the same thing. Oh, I can't wait to see it. Pull that up. Okay. And then you can just slice along here. Just be careful you don't slice yourself. Okay. And oh, it turned out so cute. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at the colors on that. Can you guys see that? Let me bring you in some. Look at those colors. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So these are the two items that I have to do in the press. I have the 20-ounce skinny straight, and then the 15-ounce mug. And you can do like one picture on this side, one on this side, or I just put the one all the way across it. So I think these turned out adorable. I love how this turned out. So, and you can put anything on here. Like I said, you can put pictures on here as well. You can do your logos. You can do really anything you want. Like I said, my sister-in-law wanted this gnome, and then she wanted the burgundy background. So I did this one. And these are tough because with the full color like that, it's hard to get a good press. But I actually did it on the second try. I was pretty happy with myself. So, all right, that's my stuff for tonight. Hope you guys liked it. Let me bring this in. Okay. So that's it for tonight. Go check out my shop. And like I said, I can do any of the logos or any picture or anything like that. I love how that turned out. But I want to show you because I love how this turned out. So this is my logo. And then I just designed, you know, with the bees and stuff on around the whole thing. I love how that turned out. So thanks for joining me tonight, everyone. Sorry I was a little late. I will get this new thing down, how to do this. But honestly, they turned out so adorable. I'm really happy with it. So if you guys, like I said, want to, you know, any Christmas gifts, I have these. I have ornaments too that I do, and then the signs. But I just love it. And it's so bright. It really is really nice. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. Hopefully I will be here on Thursday evening. I'm usually live on Mondays and Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Lord willing, depending on how I feel. But thank you so much for joining me. Kathy, we're glad you are here. And don't forget to like and follow my Facebook page and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a wonderful week. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.